Importing medical supplies, navigating complex regulations. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we are going to dive into the process for importing goods subject to medical supplies and consumables regulations. As the global demand for medical supplies continues to rise, it is important to understand the complexities and requirements involved in importing these goods. So, let's get started. When it comes to importing medical supplies and consumables, one of the key aspects to consider is compliance with regulations imposed by regulatory authorities such as the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC. These regulations are in place to ensure the safety and efficacy of these critical goods. The first step in the import process is filing an Importer Security Filing, ISF. The ISF is mandatory for all goods entering the United States by vessel and must be filed at least 24 hours prior to the goods being loaded on the vessel. This filing provides important information about the goods, including the shipper, consignee, and the contents of the shipment. Alongside the ISF, another requirement for importing medical supplies and consumables is obtaining a customs bond. A customs bond is a financial guarantee that ensures compliance with customs regulations and payment of any duties, taxes, or penalties that may arise during the import process. It is essential to work with a licensed customs broker to determine the appropriate type and amount of bond needed for your specific import needs. Once the goods arrive at the port of entry, they will be subject to customs clearance procedures. Customs officers may examine the goods to verify their contents and ensure compliance with applicable regulations. As part of this process, it is crucial to have all necessary documentation, such as commercial invoices, packing lists, and certificates of origin, readily available for inspection. Following customs clearance, the goods will usually be transported to a warehouse for storage or further distribution. It is important to work with a reputable logistics provider who specializes in handling and storing medical supplies in accordance with the specific requirements of these goods. This includes maintaining proper temperature control and ensuring adherence to any storage guidelines provided by regulatory authorities. Throughout the import process, it is highly recommended to work with a licensed customs broker who has expertise in handling medical supplies and consumables. A customs broker can assist you in navigating the complex customs regulations and help ensure a smooth and efficient import process. They will work closely with you to classify the goods, prepare necessary documentation, and facilitate communication with regulatory authorities. Importing medical supplies and consumables requires careful attention to compliance with regulations and documentation. From filing an ISF and obtaining a customs bond to navigating customs clearance procedures and working with experienced logistics providers, each step of the process plays a critical role in ensuring the seamless importation of these essential goods. Thank you for joining us today as we explored the process for importing goods subject to medical supplies and consumables regulations. We hope this information has been valuable to you. Disclaimer note below.